Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Want to start with saying happy 2025. I know we have been a bit into 2025 and I hope that it's been prosperous and joyful and giving you all the things that you had hoped for leaving 2024. My name is Olinsky Snyders. I am from Cape Town, South Africa, and I find myself in the Cotswolds in England. What I do for a living is I own an online e-commerce, which is currently parked, given the circumstances, and then there are one or two other reasons as to why I made the choice to park my business. Part of which is circumstantial, and the other part is something that I will touch on later on in this video. Why I've chosen to enter the YouTube space. I've always found it so fascinating. I've been watching YouTube and creators on YouTube for such a long time in different genres, from travel to lifestyle to, I think, beauty and lifestyle, and fashion. And I've always found it so inspiring and so fascinating to see, and then also very informative. One of the reasons I watch YouTube is to learn. That is one of the reasons as to why I decided to start YouTube. The other is that it is an amazing creative outlet. And the other thing that fascinates me about it is that from a memory bank perspective, it is the most amazing digital diary one could have. I think to have visual reflection in a year's time, seeing where I am now to where I will be, which I don't know at this point in time, is the most exciting part of this entire process and journey. And over and above that, the digital diary aspect of it and capturing all of those memorable moments in one space is the most inviting and exciting and inspiring thing about YouTube. I think that the YouTube space is quite transparent and to a certain degree honest, and you are able to connect with people, and that is a beautiful thing. And I thought this year, given I did not have as much time years prior, that I would start a YouTube channel. And so here we are. It wasn't easy. One is apprehensive at first, and you have to build up the courage to sit in front of the camera and speak to all of you. And if you're watching, I'm so grateful. Thank you. It is a nerve-wracking and exciting thing all at the same time. And I thought, why not? How I got from South Africa, from Cape Town, South Africa to the Cotswolds, England, well, that's another story entirely. And to give you a bit of overview, last year this time, wow, we had such a different view on what our lives was going to look like in 2024. And then God stepped in and changed everything. And what we thought our lives was going to look like now looks completely different to what we thought it was going to be like. And to a certain degree, it was a bit topsy-turvy last year. I mean, from renewing our passports to training our fur babies. Good job! Hey, you steady? Good boy! Out the box! Out the box! Good job! In the box! Good job, Bobby! Let me see you in the box! Good boy! Good outfits. You like your box? Let me see! To getting them medically ready, to applying or going through the immigration process, to selling all of our household items. Some of the items that was new, partly new, we went to Milnerton Market, I think for 2 months straight, and sold our possessions. It was busy all the time. There was not a weekend that one really had downtime. It was just go, 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 go. And then when I got to the part where I had to start backing up my business, that was different. Because when you start a business, you don't think about, you don't plan to move to another country first and foremost. And then secondly, it was a bittersweet moment for me because at the time the idea was to pivot. Today, I am going to be packing up all of my patterns and basically putting my operations part of the business into storage. It has been overwhelmingly emotional because my company and the company I co-found has been a labor of love for me the past 5 years and 6 years. Started in 2017, just celebrated our 6th birthday in February this year, and now, as you guys know, we're immigrating to the UK. So I am parking one boutique store. If you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you would have seen me speak about it. Yeah, I'm emotional about it because I love it so much and I'm going to miss it for sure. I'm going to miss the people, the team, our service providers that had formed an extended part of our team. So yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot of time. They close at, well, they don't close at 12, but the administration is between 9 and 12, and I think it's something to 11. So I've packed up most of the stuff, as you would have seen. I've got that's going, basically getting a 1x1 vault, because it's not a lot of stuff. It's just, you know, the patterns and they're selected wrap up, and it's a cotton and some loose ends and some paperwork and so forth, etc. So yeah, I mean, it's been yeah, it's been a bittersweet situation. Like I mentioned, but and then you get cracking, and then yeah, I'm gonna take you guys along with me as we put the skeleton of one boutique store and the core of one boutique store into storage. Excited and emotional all at the same time. So yeah. Looking back now, I'm glad I made the choice to pause, given the circumstance, partly, and then also with what happened the day before I left South Africa. But before I get there, celebrating my birthday for the last time at home, that too was bittersweet, knowing what was coming and that we were immigrating to another country. I had the best time that day. The weather was beautiful. It was, my birthday in South Africa is in autumn, and The colors were just, it was a beautiful day. We had the best time. We had a bit of lunch out in Franschhoek, which is one of the areas in the Western Cape that I love. And we ended up doing a tuk-tuk wine tasting adventure, which was so much fun. Our driver was just, he was so much fun. And we just had the best time embracing the winelands in the Western Cape at the time. And then I didn't film him popping the question. And when I say him, I'm talking about my fiancé, Eric. You'll, of course, meet him in upcoming vlogs. I was so taken by surprise, and all of these amazing things were happening like back to back after each other. And I felt like I was in a whirlwind of euphoria and bliss and fear. Just all the things, just feeling all of the things. And sitting here just reflecting back, I just go like, wow. Literally 2 weeks after we got engaged, Eric had to hop onto a plane to start his new role here in England. And I stayed behind because I, of course, had to wrap up a few things for business and then also finish up a few things home-wise. And we then had long distance relationship for 2 months of last year. And before leaving, both Eric and I were like, let's do an annual medical check, which we both did. With my medical check, the doctor wasn't as happy with what she saw, and so she asked for me to go for further tests, and that was something else. And literally the day before leaving South Africa, I received my diagnosis, and she told me that I had diabetes too, and with that I also have hypertension. And so that was a bit jarring news to have, especially coming on this new adventure. But after that appointment, I went back to our old home and handed over the keys, looked around for the last time, and then left going to an Airbnb, which I moved to a few nights prior to leaving. And literally the next day I was on a plane on my way to the United Kingdom. Using it as a home base to find our permanent home. And here I am. Here we are in this space. I will never forget what it felt like driving through the roads, coming to view this property. And I got this feeling that this is it. After going to so many viewings and even going to a viewing twice, because we got a call back for the viewing of a place out in Essex. This place, there was just a different feeling about it. And when we walked into this space, a part of me felt like this was it. It wasn't ours yet. We, of course, had to apply for it, and we are currently renting here, but it just felt like it had that home feeling, and that was important. We held thumbs, I think, the entire weekend because we came to view this property the Friday, and we were a week out from having to leave our Airbnb, and expecting our fur babies to come literally also at the end of August. Not knowing if we were going to have a place to stay, which is wild. We then went for another viewing, I think it was a Tuesday after coming to see this place. And literally halfway to that viewing, we got told we have to turn around because there was no access to the property any longer. Wild, I tell you guys. wild. There were so many moments that was euphoric, and then there was 1 or 2 moments last year that was a bit of a downer, but overall we had a very good year. What I intend on sharing on this platform, there are a few goals set out for the year, and I'll share on the walk that we're about to take. I love it out here. I could be out here all day if I had my way. I'll give you a glimpse of what I'm looking at right now. It's beautiful. So to get to what I'm going to be covering on my channel, my lifestyle content is going to be about me navigating my new environment, coming from the big city life in Cape Town to the English countryside, and the contrast of it all. The other things I'm going to be covering is household content. Believe it or not, I'm still decorating. It's been a journey, and I've enjoyed the journey because it's been a creative outlet for me. So that's been amazing, and I've been enjoying that so much. I'm also going to be covering fashion and what my fashion sense and taste looks like. Now, for me, I find it to be another creative outlet, which is amazing. Eric and I would also like to travel England a bit. What I found about England is that it has such a rich history and such deep traditions that I think we only be really scratching the surface with some of the stuff that we want to see, like Stonehenge this year. We'd like to go into London a few times. I'm also going to be covering my diabetes journey and what that looks like here. Actually, I have an appointment coming up. It's not a medical appointment, it's more a diabetes course, and where they cover what diabetes is and how one can navigate diabetes and so forth, etc. And I'll bring you guys along with me. And then also wellness movement, covering my yoga classes, Pilates classes. Sorry for being out of place. I'm going to incorporate a bit of running. I'll touch on a bit more on my wellness movement and what I intend on doing where that is concerned this year. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you feel that the content that's coming up is something that is right up your alley and you're interested in seeing me navigate the countryside and also be part of conversations when it comes to health and wellness and self-care and self-love and what that means for you, please subscribe. I'd love to have you. Give this video a thumbs up, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.